Yes, people, man, what's really, really good, man? You know what time it is, man. You're locked into Spill TV, boy. Lock in and get locked out. You know what it is. Today we're speaking on nothing other than the RTM podcast. We had Nimz, a jeweler, mind games when it came to Chronik, man. Him and Chronik, man. Chronik was kind of getting onto, man, but he spoke about a subject that's kind of close to home for me, man. He was speaking on a topic about when he was in jail. He had an altercation with the officers. He got moved to the segregation unit. Now, for anyone who's never been to prison, I've done a very, very long time inside them walls, man, and it ain't nothing nice, man. I tell you that now. They make it look like online the guys are in there having the time of their life. Yeah, we have our vices in there and we have things that we do, whatever, but bro, trust me, it's far from the time of your life. Like, it's not that at all. So don't let them fool you out here, making you believe all types of things, you get me? Because it ain't true. But one thing I will say is that I've been through a lot of situations in jail. I've done jail the easy way and I've done it the hard way, you get me? Been through the juvenile system, I've been through all of that. And I've had the maddest times in jail. I've been in a segregation unit for months on end. You know what I'm saying? I've been shipped out from jail to jail. But I've been all over the country. I know people all over the country. It's mad. And one thing I will say about jail is that it'll only change someone if they want to. Do you know what I'm saying? And even nowadays, even if you want that help in jail, it's hard to get it now because the system is just collapsed in jail. But yeah, the story goes he was in jail. They tried to ship him out to another prison, to Glenparva, aka Glen Starver. If you know, you know. They tried to ship him out to another prison, Glenparva. He denied the ship out, so they put him in the segregation unit for refusing the ship out. He's got into a situation whilst he was in the cell every morning in prison. They come every morning. If you're in the segregation unit, anyone who's been there, they'll know. Every single day, the governor, the nurse, and the chaplaincy come to see you every single morning. They ask you if you got any applications, is your health okay, and do you have anything you want to ask the governor, and if you want your phone call, exercise, so on. They've obviously been coming and asking him this over time, and it's been whatever. They've come to ask him, but when they've been coming and asking him, he said that they've been saying to him, can he have a phone? Does he want a phone call, shower, and has he got any applications? But this day they came to him, this officer hasn't said that. The officer just said to him, have you got any applications? And he said no, which he didn't have no applications, and I get that. But the officer ain't then said to him, do you want your shower and phone call? Now me straight away, I would have been like, yo, officer, what about my shower and phone call? But he never. He's just like, no, I ain't got no application. That Gov's walked off. But he's then clocked now, oh, he didn't ask me about my shower and phone call. So when he's called them back now, they're saying, yo, you refused all your privileges. You refused it. We asked you if you wanted add any applications. You said no. He said, I didn't know that. I thought you meant to say that as well as my applications. As you get me? The Gov saying no, he refused it. The Gov's walked off, closed his flap. He's gone on a rant. He's called the officer back. The officer's closed his flap again. Disrespected him. So now he's angry. He's called the officer a pussy. Whatever. It's escalated. Let's watch and see what happens. We'll watch the clip and we'll get back into it. So let's see what went on. Let's see what went on.
I would say that I was not really actually. There was other man that was more active than me. They've come to me, I'm going to Glenparva. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not going no Glenparva. You get me? They've taken man to the block. You get me? For refusing to go to, so I got 5-day CC. So within my 5-day CC now, the Gov, first day, the Gov's come, do you have any applications? I said, no, he didn't even say applications. He said, do you want a shower, phone call, or do you want to get a letter or whatever bullshit they used to ask? I said, yeah, shower, phone call. Second day comes, the next Gov goes, have you got any applications? Now applications for me is writing something in it, right? So I said to the Gov, no, I don't have no applications. So he's cut. So like 20 seconds after he's cut, I've just clocked that raw. He didn't even ask me if I want a shower or phone call. I'm like, yo Gov, yo, I've pressed my bell now. Well, go out and shower, phone call. You've denied all applications. I said, are you licked?
Right, I will be honest, like obviously, as when you're well seasoned in jail, like for me at that point there, I would have cut convo with the officer, because I know from there it's gonna go left. It's not gonna go on, especially in a block. You refuse something, they're not doubling back on that and patterning you. It's not happening. Like, so I would have stopped from there. But obviously, when you're in the heat of the moment in jail and you're in a cell confined and you're not getting like just what your entitlement, bro, it's hard to keep a level head. Like, you have to be a very, very disciplined person to keep a level head, man. So I'm just saying, at that point, I would have locked out me now. But like the ignorant me, I'd have gone all the way too. Like we would have been rolling. But yeah, let's go.
I said, are you licked? Like, I want a shower and I'm now telling you that I want a shower and phone call, isn't it? Like, I didn't know that applications is a shower and a phone call is an application. He slapped the flap on me now. I'm thinking, what is this guy thinking? I've pressed the bell again. He's like, he's come, closed the flap. Pressed it again. I said, yo, pussy. Started banging the door.
Yeah, bro, mad. From you call them that, it's game over, bro. In the block. And them officers in the block, bro, they do not play games, bro. 9 times out of 10, near every single one of them is like that. Yeah, like, it's peak. It's peak, bro. You call one of them a boom, yeah, they're coming in on you still. So yeah, you effed up there, my broski, man. Like, that was the biggest mistake. But yeah, you shouldn't have gone there still. But like I said, it's hard to control your emotions, man, when you're in that type of situations, bro. Let's get back into it.
I said, yo, pussy. Started banging the door. And he goes, bang it again. You get me? I banged it. They've just turned the alarms on. They've just dashed in on me. 3 whiteboard, man. They've just, like, he's come into the cell. He's gone, put your hands down. My hands weren't even up.
Yeah. Mind games.
My hands weren't even up.
Yeah, man, that's a very, very, very well-known tactic, man, what they do in jail, bro. Like, the officers, if they want to move to you, they'll come to you like, stop resisting, or put your hands down. Like, and you ain't even resisting, you ain't got your hands up. Like, you're probably in the most vulnerable state in history. Do your homework on vulnerable states. And they're putting, like, bro, they do that so they can put hands on you. And bro, trust me, when they put hands on you, they're putting hands on you, bro. I've been absolutely broke up by screws in a block, in a cell. I've been stripped naked, literally, bro. And I weren't given no sheet to cover up with, bro. At least they give Brody a sheet. I weren't never given no sheet, man, to cover up with. As you'll hear up further in the story, they actually gave him a sheet. They didn't give me no sheet. I was there freezing, shivering, cold. Yeah, it was hell, all of that. You get me? So it's mad. But yeah, that's a very well-known tactic, man. They'll come running at you, telling you stop resisting or put your hands down just so they can buck you up, man. Very, very corrupt, man. Yeah, man. Do your homework on corrupt screws.
My hands weren't even up. My man spared me. He spared me. He's gripped me. Now.
Why weren't your hands up? You knew you pressed the bell again.
No, because I'm not expecting him to move like that. I wasn't expecting him to move like that. Like, that's a Cat A jail. They move a bit different. Remember, when you're coming from these other jails, they're not moving like that.
Yeah, guys, if you know, you know. If you've been through the prison system, it works in like categorizations, and the highest being double A cat, which that's a prison within a prison. Woodhill got that, Belmarsh got that, maybe a couple other jails, I'm not too sure, but I've never been to an A cat per se. But so you got the A cats, double A cats, then you got B cats, then you got C cats, and then you got D cat, which is open prison. I ain't never been open jail. I've never ever got that privilege. Like, it never ever happened for me. Obviously, if you know, you know. I've been through the C cats. I hit B cat, and I was in Swell side. And yo, yeah, different rules. Like, B cat's kind of similar to A cat in a slash. It's like longer sentences. You get me? But like there's just different rules there, especially in them blocks. But I can imagine in an A cat block, yeah, and I can imagine him coming from a C cat. He wouldn't really have expected that type of smoke from them officers like that. You get me? So I understand what he means, but at the same time, he should have been on 10 toes anyway. To be fair, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chronik gets onto him still, man. Why for that still? But yeah, man. And obviously, like sets at him about he's basically trying to say that my man he basically deserved that type of he deserved to be in that situation and he deserved what the officer's done to him. You get me? Because he's saying, you used your mouth and called them derogatory words when he called him the P word at the door. You get me? Like, he's saying that you should have known that that's what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it still. We're just gonna move a little bit forward as well to get to the Chronik split, and then you lot see what happened there, and then we'll talk about that as well still.
That's the bump up there. That's what you done wrong.
Nah, I didn't do nothing wrong.
So can you just walk around the ring calling people pussy?
Bro, it is what it is. But like, you can't now physically just decide to grip, man. Especially when you're someone in authority that's supposed to be looking after, man.
They had to teach him about the seg.
It's supposed to be looking after, man, not even trying to. Do you understand? So anyway, mind games. They've put man in suicide cell now. They're dealing with me wrong.
Like the truth, was you screaming suicide?
No, of course not. Of course not. They just
hunger strike.
They were dealing with me wrong. They're giving me cardboard. I'm in a cell with a cardboard.
Shit it up.
A cardboard.
Shit up the cell.
There's cardboard, plastic chair, all these little bits.
Mental. That sounds mental.
I'm in there and I'm just. I think that I've never ever turned to a higher power quicker than that time there. But I was under pressure.
I hear Chronik, you know. I hear fully hear Chronik still. I hear him. But boy, when you're under that stress and that pressure, like, it's mad. And bro, I fully hear Nimz still. I hear Nimz. I hear what Nimz is saying. Like, I fully hear him when he says he was under pressure. Cause bro, I don't think any human on earth, if you ain't been in that predicament, I don't think it's possible for you to imagine. Now, obviously, Chronik reckons he's been in that predicament before. I don't know Chronik's history, but I do know Chronik ain't giving my man an easy time on here, bro. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, I can see where Chronik is coming from as well still, because like the bump up is whenever he called the officer the P word, you get me? So yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, I see both sides, bro, but I also see Nimz's side as well, you get me? And to be honest, I'm more on Nimz's side as well. I'm always for the prisoner, you get me? In that sense. So yeah, let's go.
You cut it with a scissor thing.
I can't remember how they were dealing with me so wrong. I couldn't even believe it. The guy was like, all I could just remember is, know where you are. This is the seg.
Yeah, but I've listened to the whole thing to hear, how was that racist?
Yo, Chronik is getting onto my man still. Like, yo, he ain't letting him rest, bro. Why for that still? But yeah, like, I hear that. And in a sense, like, I understand what my man's saying, how we could feel that that's a racist attack. Because I felt like that sometimes in jail as well. Because 9 times out of 10, these people are like white men, big bald-headed men. You get me? Like pummeling you, bro. And why for that? You get me? But it's mad. It's mad. But yeah. So I get my man's side. But I also see Chronik's side, because Chronik is coming from the perception of the outsider looking in. You get me? Which is the rational perception. Like, his perception is the victim perception. You get me? He's playing the victim in that sense. You get me? So I see where Chronik is coming from, man.
Remember, I did not do nothing wrong. I've not done nothing wrong.
Definitely done something wrong.
What did I do wrong?
You know what you done, but
I never done nothing wrong.
Get to the race. You done something.
There was a
wrong.
miscommunication. No, yes.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, Chronik ain't letting him rest still. Obviously, Chronik is referring to when he called the officer the P word at the door. That's what he's saying. So you did something wrong. You get me? Like, that's basically what he's trying to say. Yeah, you did something wrong. You said a derogatory word towards the officer, and that's why the situation's happened to you. But I can also see what he's saying, because there was a reason why he said that. You get me? They didn't give him his phone call and so on and so forth. And in the segregation unit in prison, your phone call and your shower and your exercise, that is Christmas, New Year's, your birthday, all wrapped up in one, bro. Like, so do your research on privileges in the seg.
So there was a miscommunication between me and the officer. You've told me about applications. How can you call a shower and a phone call application? You can't call that an application. That's confusing. If the day before you've told me that, do you want a shower or phone call? And I've said, yeah.
Was it the same officer?
Nah, it weren't.
Right.
It weren't, but you know what it is? They should all go by the same protocol, innit?
Yeah, nah, that's facts. There should be a protocol which all officers should follow. But bro, do your homework on protocol and officers following protocol, man. Do your homework on that, bro. That never happens, and that's one of the main problems in prison, bro. These officers and these screws in there, they ain't got a clue how to do their job. And when I say not a clue, bro, they came straight out of Tesco stacking shelves to go work in a prison now, looking after murderers and real madman. You get me? Do your homework on looking after murderers and madman.
It is a trick question, yeah, but that is application in the
And
second.
that's how you have to learn.
When you
But anyway, for me, that was because let me tell you how it was racist now. So boom, they've gripped, they've literally, obviously they ripped off my clothes. They've put like a cardigan on me. There's like 10 of them on me, so they're all coming, pause off of me, one by one. So it's like, by the time it gets to one, you're so weak. By the time everyone evacuates from you.
Yeah, that's facts, man. It's like, bro, getting restrained and having a fight with officers in the seg or in any part of the prison is like, I don't know, it's like, it tires you out so bad that by the time they let you go, even if you wanted to attack them, you physically can't. And mentally, bro, like they sabotage you, bro. Trust me. Like, to get through that stuff, bro, you have to be a real strong person. Shout out to Nimz though, man, for coming through that, sitting on the podcast today, you get me, and chatting to man, and I'm saying being able to talk about that experience so humbly as well, bro. Like, I respect that, you get me? I respect the humbleness of him, man. I respect the whole decorum of him in that whole interview, bro. Like, yeah, Nimz, shout out to Nimz, man. Shout out to Spray Quiet as well, you get me? Man ain't saying nothing. I don't know why he ain't talked yet, but yeah. Shout out to Chronik as well, shout out to Pinks, man. All valid notes. We're just gonna fast forward through the interview a little bit, man, and get to some parts of the content I wanted to speak on still. Let's go.
She's actually trying to hurt you.
But before,
They're trying to hurt you, and you've not done
start
nothing.
saying pussy.
You've not done nothing to warrant that.
Yeah, but because it was always the same size. He was the same size before he called you a pussy. That's like me looking at Donny and I'm saying bare stuff. When he goes mad, I'm talking about how big he is. But he was that size before you was chatting shit.
Hey, Chronik is too much, you know, still. Man said it was the same size before you started chatting shit, and it's the same size after, bro. You can't, like, it's mad in the car. Man said, yeah, man, yo, them man there was like meatheads, but they were meatheads when you called them the P word, bro. No, I hear you, Chronik. I hear you still. I hear you.
Like, you can't blame.
So what if he was in that position? What would you do?
I've been in that position.
Exactly. So what did you do?
You have to learn that your mouth is the reason for the consequences. Like, you know what I mean? Because you was on normal population, then you become unruly, and then you go to.
I wasn't unruly. I wasn't even unruly. They've just separated the man. They're just trying to separate. Put man here. Put man there.
I understand that one day because your government has become stronger than their government, but they fear that. Well, I know about that one, but there's too many of them, and them. I use a moving around the table tennis thing. They know. I think a fight happened and they couldn't stop it. Like, they couldn't even get into it, and they clocked. Oh, you've got more strength than us. Remember, everyone's training. You have to separate that. So that's not racism when they have to break that down. That's just maintaining control.
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. That's facts, though, bro. Like, I know, like that, and that's true. Cause I've been in every jail I've been to, bro. Like, on a wing, you got the man them, you got the nerds, and then you just got everyone else. You get me? And obviously, when they realise that the clique of the man them's getting too strong on the wing, i.e., they've got too much pull and power, they decide to split it up. So I fully hear what Chronik is saying. Like, when they see that man's got too much power, they split you up. So I fully hear Chronik, bro. I actually rate Chronik, bro, because he's actually seen. I actually rate his points, bro, because he's actually made some really good valid points, bro. In the sense of, he's actually seen it. He's actually played devil's advocate, and I don't know if that's what he was trying to do, or if that's his genuine. What's it called? His genuine feelings on the issue. But shout out to Chronik for that interview, man. He carried that well. Still, ratings to you, Chronik, man. Shout out Spray, shout out Pink, shout out Nimz, a jeweler, man. You know what time it is, man. It's Spill TV. Wrapping it up for the day, man. Shout out to the RTM podcast, guys. Make sure you subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think my points were valid. Let me know what you think about Chronik's point of view, and let me know what you think about what happened to LB. I'll be excited and interested to know what you guys think. So yeah, man, Spill TV, man. You know what time it is, man. Lock in. I get locked out. If you're not locked in, then you must be locked out, my brother, man. Yeah, man. One.